Congratulations, you are a coach. You just decided to flip the switch and start coaching. Maybe you just signed up as a coach, or maybe you just brought in your first coach and now you're excited, but you don't know where to start. Should you start a Facebook like page? How should you start advertising? Where to go, right? So, what I want to do is just kind of give you a snippet, the basics of what to look for and do when it comes to setting up your social media for your best use and your best you, because your Facebook, your Instagram, they have now become your storefront. So it's not going to be too much work to do. But first, I'm going to take you to some tools that will help you. So the first thing to know is lighting. You want to have light in front of you behind the camera source. So if you have an open window with sunlight coming in, going and looking out that window and getting a picture from that vantage point is a really great place. You can get Diva light rings. I have a large one that I set behind my laptop when I'm online or when I'm going live or in groups. You can also get cute little mini Diva rings that clip right on your phone and they light up to brighten your face if you're doing a selfie. And actually, one of my first Success Club gifts that you get when you help 3 people the first time, you get a Diva light ring from me. So you get some tools for the business by helping others. But having that lighting is going to be the first thing. The next thing before you take the picture, now you have your lighting. The next thing is to just clean off the lens, whether you're going to set it up in this mode or whether you're having it in selfie mode, just make sure it's clean. Sometimes your shirt will work. I usually have a window cleaner somewhere near me. And then stability. I invested in a little more versatile of a system here to hold my phone about 3 years into my business. When I first got started, I think I earned it through Success Club or I got it at Amazon for like $10. I have spent a little more money and time now that I know what I want to use it for. But one of the things that you can do is when you're getting ready to take a picture, instead of always holding it and doing selfies, is prop the phone up. I've even propped it up with books, set it against the windowsill, had maybe glasses and things set up behind it. I've had some really fun ways to prop up my phone. But once you prop up your phone, you're going to set the timer. All phones should have a timer on it. For iPhone, I have the timer just by swiping up. Let's see if I can do it. And then you can see that little timer button. I usually set it for 10 seconds and then it will count down while I'm going to take the picture so I can pose or move around. We don't want to edit it too much. You don't want to change colors and visions and things like that on your picture. You really want to be as natural as you can. Maybe have the little wand, if it does a wand, to lighten it up. That will be an easy one for you. So you want to use a timer on your phone. You want to have a stand or make sure that you are at least propping your phone up away from you, stepping back, looking into the camera, bright, feeling excited in or the mood of whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to get across. The next thing that you want to make sure that you do is you're setting up your Facebook for people to want to talk to you about their health journey and they want to talk to you. So this is the time you get to change your profile picture to be a clear picture of you. You get to show them who you are and have it be a profile picture of your face, your maybe like bust up so that they can see a clear picture of you smiling, just feeling you're great is something that empowers you. One of your pictures that you just love to look at of yourself that makes you feel good, that really conveys who you are. Because as much as I started on Facebook having my son as my profile picture and my pets as my profile picture, now it is time to step it up and place you so that they know who they're working with. Next, when we're talking about pictures and posts that we're making, we're not sharing stock photos. We're not taking Shakeology or like Beachbody logo stuff. We're not taking it and saying, here's to Shakeology. we are talking about what it's doing for us and we're using our photos. For example, if this was Shakeology in here, this is what I would prefer over the Shakeology shaker cup. Or if you use your Shakeology shaker cup, maybe put your Energize in it and turn it sideways so you can't read Shakeology, just to give a different take to make people double take and look, so that you can get that curiosity marketing, which you'll learn a little more in the coach one-on-ones and in further training. But for basic, we're talking clear pictures. Make sure that you set the timer and step back and you clear your screen, wash the front and the back of your screen, and then having lighting on the opposite side of the camera towards you, so it's lighting up what you're taking a picture of if you're taking a picture of yourself. And you're going to make sure that you are having your profile picture be you. And I'm going to take you over to Facebook. I'm going to share the screen and take you to Facebook so I can show you just some other places to snip up. So, oops. Here is my Facebook account. You can see in the background, I have, this is actually, this unicorn is Team Unlimited's logo. That's my logo for my business. I have my son and I have a team photo, I have a transformation picture, and then I have my husband and my son. And actually, if you click on the background here, you can read my story. So if someone were to just be scrolling by and wanted to know about me, they could just jump in and learn about my weight loss story, learn about my business, and fill out a Google form or a YouTube video. This is advanced. This is something that I did 2 years into my business. It's not something I did up front, but definitely, you know, having something in the background behind you that is not stock photo. Like, this is not stock photo. You see, this gives somebody a little snippet of me and who I am. And then my profile picture is one of my favorite pictures of myself right after getting my haircut, which I so need to get a haircut again. I've been hiding my blonde as it disappears. And I love that it has like a little snippet of my Rubicon in the back. So I'm a Jeeper. The next thing that you want to edit is in your description here in your bio. You don't want it to say Beachbody. You don't want employment to say Beachbody, because you're not an employee of Beachbody. You are a contractor. You are a business owner. This is about your business. I personally don't think that we need to have a fan page or a business page and spend any time or money in building those things at this time. Right now, Facebook is where you're going to get the most eyes and conversations with yourself. So conversations with people. So I definitely wouldn't go spending a lot of time or money creating pages. So you don't need to link a business page. If you go to my overview, my work in education, you're not going to find anything about Beachbody at all. You're going to see here that, you know, I've evicted 120 pounds, breaking a 20-year yo-yo diet cycle, and then I empower others to do the same. And if you scroll through my posts, I do talk about my business and motivation and things that I'm learning and things that I'm doing, and some health things and families. So the next thing is that as you go through and as you look at my photos here, you're going to see everything here is something I shared. So we see Stephanie's here. I actually shared those pictures of Stephanie as talking about her transformation. This is my son, my husband and I, my family, some team photos, but all these pictures and shares are posts from me. They're things that I've been sharing and posting and talking about. When you start working the business, we start having, we start tagging each other. And I'm going to show you where to go. So they've moved it. I think it's in timeline settings. So if you go to timeline settings, down at review, you're going to turn on review posts that you're tagged in before it appears on your timeline. And that's because if I didn't do that and we went, how do I see the time? They moved things, tag review. So if we go to tag review, there's over 5,600 items I've been tagged in. So if I didn't have that timeline tagging on, I wouldn't be able to really tell my story to my followers. I would be telling everybody else's story. They would be reading it and hearing it through Jamie and Emily and Lacey. Now, what we can do having these tags is I can very easily go here and support my fellow coaches. I can learn and see what somebody else is doing and comment and engage to help their posts. So it's very helpful as a business owner to be tagged in your fellow coaches' posts, but you don't want them to be the story that's on your personal Facebook. This is your storefront. It's about you. How are you using these tools and helping others? How are you helping yourself? What are you overcoming? And it's about your business. And so I know I was just being a little silly, shaking it off. But you want to make it about you, and the way you make it about you and how you're sharing, like, I'm not saying to only share your story. You're definitely going to share other transformations that are not your story. You're definitely going to share and promote and celebrate other wins on your team. But you want to have it come from your voice, not someone else's voice. So you're just going to clean up, get a new picture. I can't wait to see your new profile picture. Change your bio. If you have Beachbody set up as a business or as your employer, delete that, because that is not who your employer is. You are your boss, so you get to claim it. If you have like healthily fit or happily carved or whatever it is that you are owning as your business words or your business names, you can put that in there, but I wouldn't take the time to create a whole big page. Your time is best spent spending some time learning, jumping in the next module as far as the coaching one-on-one, jumping on the coach trainings in the team page and the team page trainings, and working through the new coach checklist as like 50% of your time, and probably even closer to 25% of your time. Really, the learning in coaching comes from doing. It comes from inviting and having conversations and making posts and engaging with people, and then learning through it, asking someone how they want to feel, and yay, they want to feel good. Now what do I say? And then that's where you get to lean in with your coach. If I'm your coach, you lean in and ask me questions, and we just have a conversation and get to help people. And the best way to do that is by talking to people. So having this set up, having your Facebook set up, having your pictures clear and your social media clear, and your privacy settings on your Facebook page set up correctly are your first steps. And I'm so excited to see as you start making those changes and unveiling who you are becoming and how you're going to help others. And then we just keep moving forward, learning a little bit, taking some action, figuring out what works, figuring out what doesn't, figuring out what we need to learn more of, come back and learn some more, and keep going. So let's jump on to the next coaching one-on-one when you are ready. Message me with any questions that you have, and feel free to share this or recreate this for your coaches. Have a great one.